Now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, put that in the wind hole.
Damn it.
I loved the film, very saucy, loved it.
Tiffany, anytime you're ready, you have speed.
So tell us, what kind of men are Mitch and Dave, and how did you approach your characters?
Wow, well, Mitch is certainly a guy that I don't think you'd want to meet in a bar
Unless
in the morning.
Unless you had a belly full of booze.
Or a belly full of baby. Yeah, he's a dark sort. He's a guy that's never really known the word responsibility ever in his life. But you know, I think from the outside it looks like he's living the dream a little bit. But you know, I think that to me was a little bit more familiar to play that guy. I feel like I've done that a little bit more in my career than I have the other guy, which is who I become for 80% of the movie, which is more of a conservative, you know, deer in the headlights type of fellow.
And
my character, Dave, he is a pretty conservative guy. He's married with children, has got a good career, and has got a suspicion that perhaps his life is over, or this is as good as it gets, and that maybe he may have misspent some of his time in his 20s, that he didn't really scratch all the itches that he had back then, and so he covets this guy's life, his best friend, that seems to still be having a lot of fun, and he unwisely wishes for his life.
And Ryan, I mean, do you have any self-respect left after this movie? The scenes that we see from shaving the balls, which I love to say at junket, and masturbation scenes, how uncomfortable was it for you, or was it quite...
It's not the first time I've masturbated on film. It won't be the last. And for the record, I was not shaving my balls. He was shaving my balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you watched.
I did.
A lot of eye contact.
Uncomfortably, yeah.
So
Yeah.
was it difficult for you to keep a straight face throughout filming?
I had trouble.
There were a lot of giggles. Yeah, we wasted a lot of film. They should have shot it on digital. I told them to, but
saved millions.
There'll be some fun outtakes there on the DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 3D actually. Yeah. Now, what can audiences expect from watching this film?
Pleasure, satisfaction,
One hell of a sustained laugh.
desire for repeat viewing,
Yeah.
an instinct to tell their friends to go see it. I think.
Wow, that's...
I don't know. I think
You run on a studio now?
hopefully what they'll see is not the same old body switching movie. You know, no one needs to see that again. And Ryan and I were certainly hesitant to do this film because we heard it was a body switching movie, but then we read the script and it was, you know, it was an R-rated version, which we've never seen before, and that R-rated version was executed by the guys who wrote one of the better R-rated films ever, which was The Hangover, and directed by the guy who did Wedding Crashers, another great R-rated comedy. So it's fresh territory with a familiar premise.
And lastly, tell me about your favourite scene to shoot, both of you.
My favorite scene to shoot.
Mm.
I just, you know, it would be easy to say something sort of gratuitous like the Lorno scene or something like that, but that was just a horror show for me. Shooting the first scene where we realize we've changed, for me was probably the most fun, where we sort of attack each other on the ground because we can't quite figure this thing out.
I just liked any scene where he and I had a page or two or three to just talk, and you get kind of inside your own sort of capsule there, and you can dictate whatever pace you want without the interruption of any other elements. And so we kind of would find these rhythms, and each take would be different, and you know, this man's pretty talented and he's fun to act with.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.